Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the Army Black Knights taking on a team from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hilltoppers will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Army's offense will take the first swing of the game. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football game.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They've lost football games this year, so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key to their respective team.
Yeah, they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd down. Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Dumps it off to the flats. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab, and he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Topper.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced. Use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Grab near the marker. It's Amato. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quick strike complete. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Yeah, what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. 7-0. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to run for it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll set up to throw. Dances away from the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Amato. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down line.
I really like this slot receiver. I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes. He's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
The Black Knights will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Hampton. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Got his man on the outside. At the 45 on his way. The expressway is wide open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Hilltoppers are flying down the field. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, WKU. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Arkansas State looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Red Wolves. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Black Knights want to move quickly. From the gun, the ground game. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass on second down. He makes the connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got the back in the middle. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's now second and goal.
Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Number 28 with the carry.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready to set up.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He wants to throw. And that one's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Fires to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on fourth down. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
The Black Knights will boot it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did. The quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Coming after it. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Meyer. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back open in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Amato. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Gets it out quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Pressure coming. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Black Knights in the hurry-up.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Looking to throw on second down. Finds his tight end. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient. Most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls out.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
That might seem like a risky call to go for it on fourth down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that. We're going to go.
Touchdown, Army! And that one will put him up here in the second half. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down to start the drive after the bridge. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Makes his man miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. The aerial assault continues. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this way. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Brings up fourth down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Army.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ear still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Got his man quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UConn was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Huskies performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. He wants to throw it again. He's right on target. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. It's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast.